What's going on, everybody? I hope that you are all having a beautiful and blessed day. I am looking down right here and we got a full house already starting on this live stream. For everyone who's watching this video, comment below what state you are from. It's very important because as I talk real estate right now, it's going to help me know how to answer questions or talk to you guys about what it is that we're talking about. Now, in this video, we're talking about two important things. Why haven't housing prices crashed yet? The housing market in general, why hasn't it crashed? And we're also talking about home price affordability and how tough it is to get yourself into a home right now in this market from how expensive it is becoming, and it's honestly losing its affordability. Back then we were saying house prices are affordable, specifically in Texas, and right now we are struggling to get anybody into a house. So it is crazy, and that all right now is being discussed in this video. So we're jumping right into it. We got everybody talking and saying what their thoughts are. I love it. I got two things that I'm going to ask from everybody who's watching this video. Number one, if you're watching, you get any value, you feel like you learned something new, you feel excited or generous today, please hit that like button. It's for free, costs nothing, and you can do it real quick right now. And number two, I officially launched my Discord channel, and on this Discord, every day I talk to you guys, real estate, money, and business. It's for free. In fact, I'm gonna grab the link right now, and I'm gonna drop it below so you guys can join it. I'm gonna say, come join the Discord for free. All right, I'm putting it right now in the comment section right now so you guys can join it. It's absolutely free. We talk every day about real estate, money, and business. There's no reason why you shouldn't be in it if you have a Discord, guys. It is so much value that we give in there. So if you guys have been enjoying this content, enjoying what I put out, then you want to join that and you'll get some more value from me. I can answer you daily and a lot faster. Okay, so we're hopped into it. We got people coming in right now. It is exciting. We got Monterey, California. That's nice. We got New Jersey there, Illinois there. Someone's saying no housing crash coming, more like hard landing. Sorry. Interesting. Idaho. We got people from London, from UK. I love it. What's up, everybody? That's great. Okay, so why haven't housing prices crashed yet is the question that you're watching this video and you're wondering. Why hasn't it crashed? There's a couple factors for it, and I'm going to make it clear to you and very easy. It hasn't crashed yet. Or will it even crash is the main question, but it hasn't crashed at least yet because we still have extremely low supply, guys. We still have extremely low supply where there isn't much options for people to buy a house from. Back then, 2 years ago, in a single market of 2-3 miles, you'd have 50 houses, 100 houses. That might be a little bit too much, but 50 houses on the market in different square footage ranges and such, and you had options. I mean, if you wanted this house, you had 5 more similar to it you can pick from. In this market right now, there's no options at all. If you're looking to buy a house right now, you're probably so stressed out because you can't. Guys, if you don't know, I'm a real estate agent. I help clients every single day look for houses to sell and to buy. If they're wanting to buy, we're really struggling. If we're wanting to sell, we are winning. I'm also a commercial real estate agent. I do about 80% commercial real estate, at least over 300,000 square feet in commercial space. So I'm seeing the commercial real estate world and the housing world and the residential side, and I'm seeing it from both worlds, and it's very tough in the commercial world and very aggressive in the residential world. Now, supply is low. Listen to this right here. I got a story for you all. If you like stories and you like when I share stories, hit the like button. Let's see how many of you guys actually love my stories. If I don't bore you from my stories, hit the like button. Let me see those likes going up. Story time, guys. So I have a client who calls me and goes, hey, I want to sell my house. This was in 2000 and I think 19, almost 2020. And I was like, I don't think you can get for your house more than 310,000. I was a bit scared, to be honest. I thought it was even overpriced at 300,000. But I told him we'll test it for 310,000. Let's see what happens. And we never ended up going through with it because timing and because the pandemic hit. So we never listed it on the market for 310,000. Fast forward about 2 months ago, he comes back saying that he wants to list the house on the market. He's ready to buy a house. He wants to sell his house. So I'm like, okay, in this market right now, it's just crazy. We can't find a house. So let's first find you a house, because thankfully he can afford to find a house, buy it, then sell his house, which is a huge blessing in this market. So we ended up finding him a house. I had 18 offers competing with us. I ended up winning it for him. I know, I'm just a beast, right? So we ended up winning that house. So then we went to go list his house on the market, and listen to this. I told him in 2019, about December timing, almost 2020, that you can't get more than about $300,000 for your house. And I was hesitant. We were going to list it at 310, but I was like, we'll just test the water for a week or two and then dip if we had to. I listed his house 2 months ago for $350,000. Now, I was going to list it for $339,000, and I told him, look, the market is so hot right now. Let's shoot our shot, and we put it for $350,000. A year ago, I was scared to list it for $310,000. I was like, let's do it for $300,000. Literally a year later, I'm like, let's put it for $350,000. That same house, I got over 10 offers before even listing it, before people even saw it, before anybody even walked the house. Over 10 offers over asking price. People waiving appraisals, people doing no inspections, people don't care, they just wanted it. We got offers $10,000, $20,000, and even $25,000 over the asking price. So a house a year ago, I was like, I don't think we can get $300,000. We now got almost $370,000 to $375,000 in offers. Can you guys imagine? In less than a year, you're making over $60,000, $70,000 on a house that a year ago you wouldn't have made that. That's the market that we are dealing with right now. That's what we're messing with. So as a real estate agent, I'm seeing that happening firsthand. So when you're saying, why hasn't the market crashed yet? Huge reason. Supply is low. Demand is insane. Now let's touch base on the next part of why they haven't crashed yet. We got low interest rates, guys. And low interest rates, the reason for low interest rates is to motivate and stimulate the economy. So you right now, you want to buy a house, you're scared the rates are going to go up, you're going to go pay for the house a little bit more because with the low rates, it's still affordable. The monthly payment's still something that you can handle, that you can pay for. So the low interest rates is making people overpay for houses. I did a video that you guys are going to see probably tomorrow on my channel. No, not tomorrow, I'm sorry, Monday when I upload at 5 p.m. And this video is talking about how 2 years ago, a $400,000 home with the 2 year ago rates was going to be something where you can, in this market right now, buy a house $140,000 more with the same monthly payment as if you bought a house 2 years ago for $400K. So a house 2 years ago for $400K can now get you a house in today's market worth $540K, and you still have the same monthly payment. Gets a little bit complicated, but in the video on Monday when I upload it, it's going to make more sense to you. All because of the interest rates. So interest rates are playing a huge factor on this market, guys, and on what's really happening. So keep what I'm sharing with you in mind. I'm not just sharing with you, I don't just read on Google what's happening with the market. I'm in the game, I'm in the field, and I do it every single day. Commercial side, residential side, and also personal. So that's what we're seeing. Now, you also got to understand, why hasn't the market crashed yet? You're having to understand that the stimulus packages are making it not crash. When you're talking about you're getting stimulus packages, a $30 billion relief program for the housing market for people who can't pay rents. You got mortgage forbearances. You got moratoriums. All the stuff that I've consistently been repeating. That's why you're not going to see a housing crash. Guys, let me tell you a video that I did the other day. I did a collab video with a guy named Neil McCoy Ward. 283,000 subscribers. That video, we're hopefully going to be uploading it next Saturday on my channel, and it was fire. He shared so much perspective. If you guys are excited for that collab, it's going to be on my channel next Saturday. It's about 45 minutes. It is so long, but you guys are going to enjoy it, hopefully. It's with Neil McCoy Ward. If you don't know him, that's the video that we're going to have. We have a collab with him that's exciting. So I'm sharing with you guys why the markets haven't crashed. We're talking about stimulus packages are delaying it. We have a guy, he goes by, his name is Jason Walter. I'm also doing a collab with. He shares kicking the can down the road. And I love that because it's true. You're just kicking the can down the road with these stimulus packages. Then you got the lower interest rates. Then you got the low supply. Then you got the hefty demand. Then you got the more expensive new construction because of lumber. If you guys didn't see my collab I did with Uneducated Economist, aka Simon, check that video out. We talk about lumber costs and everything. He works in the industry, so he gave a very good perspective. So it was a beautiful video, and this is why we're seeing the market doing what it's doing. Now for me, guys, as a real estate agent, seeing this firsthand, it's not easy. I have a client I went and I showed a house to yesterday and before yesterday, and they loved it. But as we were there showing this house, we had about 6 or 7 families come in within the same 30 minutes we were there. Now, that's the market that we're dealing with. So my client's like, we love this house. And I'm like, I love it too. And I would love for you to win it. But you just saw 7 people walked in within 30 minutes. So if you're not going to come in hot, you're not going to come in strong, I don't think that we're going to win this house. And I don't think 10K over is going to do it. 20K over is going to do it. You're going to have to come in real hot, real strong. So that's what we're dealing with, is a market of home buyers unable to buy a house because it's becoming unaffordable. It's so unaffordable even with the low interest rates. So let me ask you all a question. Everybody who's watching this video right now, it's question time for you all. Let's get your brains working. Right now, it's expensive and hard for home buyers to buy a house, and the rates are cheap. What's going to happen when interest rates go up 1%, 2%? As of right now, it's hard to get a house for clients, for home buyers, and the rates are low. What's going to happen when the rates go up, yet maybe house prices stay strong? Maybe demand still stays there. How much more unaffordable will it become? Answer that to me, guys. Do you guys think that if the interest rates went up, we're going to see a housing crash? Do you think if interest rates went up, the affordability is going to be very tough? What do you guys think? What do you guys foresee? Now listen to this. If you buy a house, 3% interest rate today, and then the rates go up to 5.5% tomorrow, the difference of you being able to afford a 400K home becomes now you're only able to afford a 250, 300K home. You completely fall out of an entire bracket of $100,000 just by the rates adjusting 1-2%, which is a lot. That completely shifts the dynamics of the real estate market, of the housing market. A lot of you are wondering, is the housing market going to crash? Are we going to see a foreclosure wave, an eviction wave? What's going to happen exactly? And so many questions and thoughts are happening, but the reality is, so long the government keeps on kicking the can down the road, the president keeps signing off these stimmies, we're going to see a lot of things continuously be delayed. So everybody who's watching this video right now, if you're vibing with what I'm sharing with you and you're understanding what I'm saying to you, hit that like button and show me that you are actually getting the value from this video. I would really appreciate that. And once again, I put in my Discord link. I want you all to come join that. We talk daily real estate, money, and business. It's fun. Any question, ideas, thoughts, advice, opinions, discussions, whatever, you talk it there. It's free for all and it's very fun. So make sure that you do. So we're talking, for everybody who's wondering what's going on with the real estate market, with the housing market, with the economy in general. We're talking about how it's losing its affordability and how, most importantly, why hasn't the market crashed? And I shared with you guys my perspectives on that and what I see happening in the near future. Now, if you guys don't know, I have a handkerchief. And right now my handkerchief isn't showing because it slipped. And I got to make sure I bring it back up. I got to make sure I always look the part, right? I got to make sure I look sharp and feel sharp, because when you look sharp and feel sharp, you perform sharp. And it's going to slip again, and I'm not going to realize as I'm talking, but it's okay as long as I pay attention to it when I see it and I pick it back up, right? So that's it. All right, so we spoke about the markets. We spoke about things that's happening. We're talking about the real estate economy in a whole, the real estate markets. And guys, it is brutal out there. Listen to this. This is another story. If you guys like stories, I want you to hit the like button because I love sharing my stories with y'all. A house was purchased 4 months ago. Pay attention to this. 4 months ago for $400,000. Okay. 4 months later, a house right in front of it gets listed on the market for $418,000. Okay, pay attention. That house that was listed for $418,000 was 300 square feet less, and it has 2-car garages versus the other one has 3-car garages. So 4 months ago, you bought a house for $400,000. It's got three garages and 300 square feet more than this house that was listed today for $418,000. It is 300 square feet less and 1-car garage less. That person who bought their house 4 months ago for $400,000 is easily worth $430,000, $440,000 if they wanted to test the markets. How in the world can you buy a house 4 months ago and appreciate $30,000, $40,000 within 4 months? Somebody share that with me. How? And if you're going to say that that house that listed for $418,000 is just listing price, it has to sell, already has multiple offers and might even sell above asking price. That's just what we're dealing with. This is the market that we're in, guys. It's absolutely crazy. It's just ridiculous on what we're seeing, but that's just how things are looking, and that's just what we have to deal with. So if you're someone who's saying that you want to buy a house or that you're looking in the markets and you can't get a house, I can relate with you. I can, my clients can, everybody in the world can who's in the markets to buy a house. If you're looking to sell a house, you're straight chilling. No problems whatsoever because you're getting any price that you want. It's like demand and I get. That's just what's happening. All right, guys. So everybody who's watching this video, if you're getting value, hit the like button. And I'm diving in right now to read everything that you guys have. We got Lionel. I like the negative comments. Not negative, but just like the comments that kind of hit me. Lionel says, no offense, Karam, but if my real estate agent dressed like you, I'd run away. It's a nice suit, but it screams scam to me. Maybe the colors. Could be the colors. Could be I'm a scammer. But let me tell you something. If you were looking to buy a house or looking to buy a commercial property or something, and I knew that, and you were trying to run from me, I'm going to run after you. Because I'm going to make sure that I get that deal. So if you think I'm a scam, if you think that because I'm wearing a suit, is not the way that you'd go about it, I'm going to still chase you and I'm going to still close the deal. Because let me share something with you. If you see someone just from the looks of them and they just seem off to you, give that person a chance to talk. Because if that person can prove with their speech, with their attitude, with their experiences, stuff to you, it might justify that you work with them. That was the first thing that I read because it was funny to me. So hopefully you understand that if you want to buy a property in real estate and you run, I'm running after you because I'm going to get that deal done. Yeah, and I read the comment out loud. I had to. Christy, can someone buy a house and not even move in and turn around and sell it for higher the next day? No, you can't. Let me tell you why. When you buy a house, great. But when you sell it, you got 6% real estate agent commissions, you got closing costs, you got fees that you got to associate and pay for. If you're buying it through a bank, there's going to be those fees that you have to pay to buy it. Then when you sell it, you're going to have to pay transfer fees. You can't do it. You just have to be a little bit smarter with how you want to operate it, but you can't do it, even though the market's so hot. We got Mohammed saying, those colors are one of my favorites. Hey, I'm glad. So see, we got perspective. Some don't like the colors, some like the colors, but every single day I'm in a different color. So as long as I can hopefully appease to the majority, then we should be fine. Watch collector here. Michael says, watch collector here. Nice Movado. I love the Movado watches. Let me just give it a shine real quick. I love Movado. I love their watches, so I'm glad that you recognize. Darius, judging a book by its cover is a big no-no. Lol, knowledge and experience is everything. Darius, you nailed it. Now, guys, we're talking about suits, we're talking about watches, but this video is about real estate. Let's jump back to the real estate. I get a little bit off topic sometimes. Okay, we're going to go back to the comments up here. Can't get for asset because it's going to be less tomorrow for years. We got Hard saying government is manipulating the market and ruining the economy. We got Can you get a construction loan? This isn't your venue, but... Wow, we have so many comments. It's like the comments are talking to themselves. Like you guys are asking a question, then a million people are answering, so it's kind of hard to get an actual question out of it. But if you guys have fresh questions you want to drop, let me know because it's going to be easier for me to read them. If I didn't see your question, then just drop it back again so I can see it. And it looks like we have, if you guys have a question that you really, really want an answer for and I'm not seeing it right now, there is a donation button that you can click that it looks like they added where I think is going to have your question pinned at the top. Put a penny, I don't even care. But if you really want me to answer the question, do that so I can see it if I'm losing it. Okay, so we have Sasi saying, can I still get a real estate license even if I have B grades in high school? Yes, you can have zeros in high school and you can still get it. In fact, some states let you get a real estate license without a high school diploma. Don't tell your parents I told you, but I'm just giving you the truth. We got George. Agents make 2 to 3%. 6 seems high. George, agents make 2 to 3% commission, but cumulatively, the buyer's agent and seller's agent each make 2-3%, 2-3%. It's standard about 3% where I am in Texas. It's all negotiable though, so it's never really a set fee. But 3% for the buyer's agent, 3% for the seller's agent, so it totals up to 6%. Caitlin saying, can you explain the 40-year extension on forbearance? That's something that's new that came out. So what we were thinking was as soon as the mortgage forbearance ends, we'll see a ton of foreclosures. What they're proposing now is that a 40-year mortgage to be put in place. Right now, we only got 30-year mortgages. That's like the max that you can get. Right now, they're proposing to make it a 40-year mortgage where your extra 10 years will all be divided within the 40 years and therefore your monthly payment stays the same and it gets stretched out longer. So it's ridiculous what's being proposed, and what they're doing on purpose is to avoid a foreclosure wave. They said it explicitly. So to explain that to you, it's just instead of a 30-year mortgage, it's a 40-year. And in my opinion, that's beautiful. If I can get loans for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, I'd pick those all day. It means more cash flow for me. But the problem that we're going to have with is when they extend it to a 40-year mortgage, if it gets approved, you're going to expect house prices to go even higher. Because what's going to happen is the monthly payments are going to be cheaper over the 40 years. Therefore, people can now afford a more expensive home. Therefore, rising prices. It's crazy. How to make a VA loan more competitive. It seems that conventional always wins because of the 20%. So we have V asking how to make a VA loan more competitive. The truth is this. If you got a VA loan and an FHA loan, it's making it a little bit tough in this market. I know some people... I don't do this, but I've heard stories that people are putting cash offers on houses and behind the agent and the seller's back, they're actually getting a loan. But they put no contingencies, they put no proof that they're getting a loan, and they're risking their entire deposit. They're putting all this on the line, but they're taking the risk. And at the end, a couple days before closing, the seller and agent find out that it was a loan the whole time, and they end up saying, wow, we got played. But at the end, they're like, we waited the 30 days, might as well just close with them. They're anyways closing. It's shady. So to make your VA loan stronger, I would work on paying the seller's closing costs. I would work on waiving appraisals. I would work on waiving inspections, pay for the survey, pay for home warranty. Don't ask for home warranty, actually. I would let them know that you have a qualified buyer. I would let the lender call the agent. I would propose, present. I would communicate perfectly. I would send a nice email. I would do all the above to make it as strong as possible. In fact, try to put more down just to show it's strong. But at the end of the day, you don't actually have to put that much down. If you talk to the lender, they can say that you don't have to put that much down, but you can propose you're going to put that much down to let them be encouraged. Just make sure that's your intention. And at the end, if you can still close with less down, that just makes it look better. SHAH. Sold my house in New Jersey. Can I get a mortgage in Texas? I do not have a job lined up there. Excellent credit, paid mortgage, and 20% down. 20+% down. So there is potential to get a loan, but if you don't have a job tied up there, it makes it a little bit tougher. There's lenders that work with out-of-state buyers, but it makes it a little bit tougher because they're going to ask you, your relocation here, do you have a job? And if you don't, it just makes it a little bit tighter. I would reach out to a lender in Texas and I would talk to them and see how you can make it happen. You seem like you got the solid credit, the good down, the house already sold, no contingencies, excellent credit, paid mortgage. It seems that it just looks like a good bet. So I would say you have a good shot to make it happen. Just a realtor says, how can I buy a rental property at 21? I'm thinking about a price range about 400K to 500K. I'm 19. That's an expensive rental property, 400,000 to 500,000. What state do you live in is the first question I'm going to ask you, because that's pretty pricey. Second of all, if you're 19, open a credit card. Start building your credit. If your parents want to buy furniture or want to buy a fridge or want to buy a washer and dryer, put that credit under your name and you pay the monthly payments and have them just give you the money to build your credit. Number 3, show that you've been working, whether you're W-2 or 1099. If you're 1099, open an LLC today and make it as an S Corp. It'll be a pass-through to your personal. Have that for 2 years so you show that you show stability and good income. I'm not a CPA or a lawyer. Please confront them and talk to them. I'm just giving you my opinion. This is just entertainment purposes only. But do those steps that I just shared at 19, you'll be prepped for 21. If you're on W-2, it's a lot easier. Just make sure your income is solid and you're saving up money for the down. Chris, question. When you buy a house 20% down, closing costs, do you still need reserves? If yes, how much? If you're paying 20% down, you don't have to escrow your money, meaning you don't have to escrow property taxes or insurance. You don't have to pay PMI, private mortgage insurance. So you really don't have much in your closing costs other than the fees of the lender, and other than maybe prorating or paying in advance the year for your insurance. But other than that, you don't have to really put anything with the lender because you're paying 20% plus. Ivan, Karam, I'm 33 and own my house outright. I bought last dip. Less tax, of course. It's worth about $225,000. HELOC and reinvest. What would you do? That's the real question. Thank you kindly. So Ivan, you bought a house, you're 33 years old, you own it outright. It's worth $225,000. Your question, should I do a HELOC and reinvest, or what would I do? It depends. If you do a HELOC, it's beautiful because number 1, you're not actually taking the money out unless there's an opportunity in front of you. If you do a cash out refinance, you lock yourself in with having to do the cash out refinance, having to go through the process, having to pay the fees. And what if you never use the money that you actually did a cash out on? It's a little more risky. I would personally, if I had that, I would personally do a HELOC and I would scope out opportunities. And if I saw an opportunity, I would jump on it. Now the market is so hot, so it really got to be an opportunity. And I would keep minimum 20% in the house that you live in. So let's do the math real quick. If it's a $225,000 house, we're going to want to keep 20% in there. I would keep $45,000 in your house. I would HELOC the rest out. And if I saw an opportunity, me personally, I would grab that. Because the difference of the loan that you're going to take, so if it's a $225K home, you're going to have $180,000 in liquid cash as a HELOC. You can do a lot of damage with that. And that amount at a 3% interest rate is not going to be that much monthly. So that 180K can make you more outside than being locked into the house. Just make sure that you have opportunity and that there is a deal. Otherwise, you're going to basically be shooting yourself in the foot. You don't want that. Okay, so great. KT is saying 40 years. If a 40-year mortgage gets accepted, it's horrible for Americans, great for investors. I agree. It's beautiful for investors. There's too many people who enter retirement who can't even afford their property taxes. Now a mortgage would add to the pressure. I agree. The crazy thing is, guys, is if you buy a $500,000 home, let's say I'm talking Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas specifically, and you bought it cash. Every single month, you still got to pay property insurance. It's going to be about $200 a month, and you still got to pay property taxes. It's going to be about $1,100, $1,150 a month in property taxes. So you have off the top, even if you paid off the house cash, minimum $1,300 to $1,500 a month just in property taxes and insurance. It's like you can never really retire unless you have passive income flowing in, or you have something that's making you able to survive when you're retired. Because if you're paying $1,500 a month in just property tax and insurance, that's $18,000 a year. That's like you got to make $18K a year in income guaranteed just to survive in the house you're living in, even if you paid it off cash. It's crazy. It's like this world is made, or the economy is created to just keep you running in circles and working. You guys vibe and see what I'm talking about? Ivan, he said, love you, man. No homo. I'm also married. Been following you for a while now. I appreciate you more than you know. Ivan, much love, brother. I appreciate you too. You are amazing, and I'm blessed to have you. Seriously, thank you. Javier, do you recommend 15-year loan versus 30? If you're doing an investment, always take 30. Me personally, even on a primary home, my house that I live in, I take 30. I don't care about paying off something quick because I work my money other places. If you're just about your family and you're just a W-2 employee and you just want to have the free house and you don't have time to invest it, take a 15-year and pay it off quicker. But me personally, the 30-year gives me more opportunity to buy other investments, also makes my debt less. All right. Yeah, it's a rat race, to be honest. Just a realtor says, maybe I should get rental property around 200 to 300K, even though it's not a triplex, is going to be better getting the duplex. Yeah, don't worry about the triplex, the duplex, the 30plex, the 10plex, the 1plex, the single family. Don't worry. Get a deal that the numbers make sense, that doesn't put you in a tough position, that doesn't make you have to save for 10 years just to get the down payment, and be patient. Buy 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and build up your portfolio. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. This has been so much fun. Over 200 live viewers with us. If I gave you value, if I made you smile, if I made you happy, please hit that like button. And most importantly, one last time, join the Discord channel. It's free. I put the link again. Join the Discord channel, guys. It's free. Much love to all of you. I upload 3 times a week on YouTube. I talk about real estate, money, and business. If I give you value, if you appreciate what I do, it's so simple. Hitting the like, hitting the subscribe, hitting the notification bell, sharing this content with other people that you love, that you want to prosper with. And thank you all so much for everything that you do. You guys being on this live stream right now on a Saturday, 12:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time, whatever time it is for you, shows you are a hustler, shows you are smart, you want to get more educated, you want to be ahead of the game, and you're not in the rat race. You're trying to get out of the rat race, or you're already out of the rat race. And we don't want to ever be in the rat race. And on this channel, I share with you things to not let you be in the rat race. We spoke about why hasn't the housing market crashed yet, and how prices are crazy and losing affordability. I hope I gave you value. I hope you enjoyed me answering your questions. This is why I go live, to talk to you one-on-one, answer you live, and make you guys feel more comfortable, happy, and give you the answers that you deserve. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love to all of you. And I got this last thing from Edmund saying, don't burn through those new tires. That's funny because I had a flat the other day. I was driving on wires. Basically, my tire almost popped. I was racing a guy on the highway going 100, 110, and all I hear is woo, and I didn't know what it was. So I just downshifted and kept going, only to find out that my tire was on wires. I ended up getting lucky. I didn't have to tow the car. I just slowly drove it to the tire shop, got the 2 tires replaced. Now I got some fresh tread to burn again, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much. I'll see you all later, and I'm out.